Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm in the mood today.
You're in a mood. What sort of mood? What does that mean?
In the mood, I think it's a slang verb for happiness.
Okay, in a mood. For English, you can't really say that.
Like in
Um,
the mood, the
oh,
mood.
I see, you're in the mood. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good. I'm in the mood today. Okay, that's good. I thought you said in a mood, which is different. But
yeah.
in the mood is good. I'm in the mood. Okay, that's great. Good to see you. Okay, Jawi, can you hear me?
And yes, I can hear you.
That's great. Excellent. Okay, so just the two of us so far. What have you been doing this week, shall we? Sorry, I can't hear you. Your microphone is on mute.
I prepare. I'm preparing myself for like next week school.
Yeah, school starts again next week, does it?
Yes.
On Monday.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, good. Have you had a good holiday?
Yeah. Can
Have
you
you had
repeat?
a good holiday, shall we?
Let me give me a sec. My speaker is a little bit small.
2 days with my
Yeah,
class. Yeah.
right, with your class. Yeah, far from Hanoi.
Do you know Vinh Yên?
Where is that? Oh,
Uh,
like me, did you say Ninh Binh? Sorry.
Vinh Yên.
Bin Yin. No, I don't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty far from Hanoi. It's
Right.
almost like out of the city.
Okay. And how was the camping?
I guess to express about quantum, mono, and stuff.
Right.
Oh, Uh,
When you say camping, did you go outside in tents or what?
yeah, we kept outside in tents.
Right.
We catch up with a bee hike too. I have to
Sorry.
hike for like half of the day because the bee was outside.
Sorry, a
Beehive,
a beehive, did you say?
yes,
Okay, that sounds dangerous. You mean bees, like bees who make honey and sting people.
yeah, it's true.
Okay. So,
And we have to hike for like half of the day because they were outside.
right. So you had to do a lot of walking.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Hope it was fun. Hope you're not too tired.
thank you. I'm not at all.
Okay, that's good. Okay, just waiting. I can see Tuk Ling and Pang are coming. Hello, Tuk Ling.
Hello, Mr. Ray.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, good. Not, are you tired, Tuk Ling?
No, I'm just wake up.
You just woke up.
Yes.
Really? Wow, but it's 3 p.m.
Oh,
Okay, hope you had a good sleep. Hello, Tang. Tang, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You can hear
Okay,
me.
I can. Thank you, Tang. Is your camera working yet, Tang?
No, let me check. I hope it's working.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Kim Nang. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. Have you had a good week, Kim Nang?
Yes,
Okay, what is one thing you have done this week?
uh, I hang out with my sister.
Right, right. Okay, good. When you say hang out, do you mean just go to the shops or stay at home?
Can you repeat?
When you say hang out, do you mean you went to the shops with your sister or you just stay at home?
We go to the lake.
You went to the lake. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Oh, that's good. Good. Okay. Did you go for a walk?
No, we move by motorbike.
Okay, by motorbike. Okay, that's good, Tamya. All right, everyone, we will get started now. So welcome to class for today. Again, I'm coming to you from Thailand, from a small town a little bit south of Bangkok. Very hot here today, also raining. So a good day for doing the lesson. Before we start, does anyone have any questions for me from last week? No. Okay. Kim Nan, I don't think you were here last week. Is that right? Last week you weren't here.
Mm,
So last week, did you miss the class last week, Kim Nan?
sorry, teacher, because I thought I had a break.
Right. That's fine. That's okay. I will just then, because you missed the class last week, I will review what we did last week so that you can catch up.
Thank you.
Okay. Who else is here? Just checking before we start. Anybody else? Okay. So we are continuing today with writing task 2. Sorry, I'll just get some water. I was eating some nuts before, and I've got one stuck in my throat. Hang on just a moment. Okay, so we're going to be continuing with writing task 2. What we're going to be looking at is writing introductions. You might remember last week we looked at how to get ideas for what to write, and I will review that with you in just a moment. But first of all, we're going to do our word ladder game. You should all know how this works by now. Jawi, can you please go first, Jawi? So
Okay.
what we're going, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going from cake to bike, okay?
Yes.
As fast as we can. So cake is our starting word, and bike is our target or destination word. All right, see how quickly you can do this. So everyone, you have 10 seconds to give me your answer. So I'm going to go in this order: Jia Wei, Michael, Tuk Ling, Tang, and Kim Nan. That is the order we're going into. So, Jia Wei, your turn first, please. Please type a name. Okay, thank you, Jia Wei. Bake. Good. Okay. Michael. Excellent. Okay, very good. Much faster than my morning class. All right, we'll start again. Next word, one more. This one a little bit more difficult. Cast to loan. So cast is the first word. All right, loan is the target word. Cast. Michael, can you start, please?
Sorry.
Tuk Ling already
my
started. Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Oh,
Tuk Ling.
sorry.
No, not at all. Not at all. I did say Tuk Ling was next. I was going to give Michael another go because bike was quite easy. Okay, but Tuk Ling, that's fine. All right, in that case, Tang, you are next. Tang, then Kim Nan. Okay, Tang, you have 5 seconds left. Tang? Can you hear me, Tang?
Yeah, I can. I'm thinking whether I can
You can't think?
continue
Okay.
afterward.
Okay. Kim Nan. Lost. Okay. Jawi, then Michael. Jawi, your turn, please. Five more seconds, Jawi. Can you think, Jawi?
I haven't thought yet.
Okay. Michael. Michael, then Tukling. Zung-ha is here. How are you, Zung-ha?
Hi.
Hi, welcome to class. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Can see that. Lose. Okay. Tukling. Tukling, then Tang. Loan. Okay. These are all good words. They're fine. Okay. Tang. Tang, then Kim Nan. Then Zung Ha. Ah, I see Cho Zhang has joined us. Hello, Cho Zhang. How are you? Okay, Tang. Any word?
No, I can't.
Okay, Kim Nan. So Kim Nan, Zung Ha, Cho Zhang.
Sorry that I have no answer.
Okay, Zung Ha, Zung Ha. For those of you who have just joined us, loan is our target word. Loan spelt L-O-A-N, not L-O-N-E. Okay. Zung Ha, any idea?
I'm still thinking. I'm thinking of LOTE, but I don't sure if it had its meaning or not.
No, that is not a word. Sorry, Zung Ha. L-O-T-E is not a word. Okay, Cho Zhang, Cho Zhang. Cho Zhang and Zhao Wei, you are next. Zhao Wei, after Cho Zhang. And then Michael. Cho Zhang, any idea?
I think I do not have any idea right now.
Sorry, Cho Zhang, I can't hear you very well.
I think that I don't have any answer
Okay,
right now.
all right. Zhao Wei, Zhao Wei.
Me neither.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so from now on, if you don't have any answer, please use the word pass. Pass. Okay, like P-A-S-S. Pass means just pass to the next person. Pass. Okay, Michael. Michael. This one a bit harder than the last one. Lane. Okay. Took Ling. Took Ling, then Tang. Land. Good. Tang. Tang, then Kim Nan. Do you want to pass tongue? Lend. Good. That's good. Good word, tongue. Kim Nan, then Zung Ha. We'll have another couple of minutes of this. See if we can get close to the word. Okay. L-E-A-D. Good, Kim Nan. This word can be pronounced either led or lead. Can be pronounced either way, depending on the sentence. Led or lead. Come back to that in just a moment. Zung Ha. Load. Good, Zung Ha. Okay, Cho Zhang. What is the next word? Correct. Well done, everyone. Loan is correct. So finally we got there. That's good. How many did it take us? Took us a while. Cast to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Took us 9. Should be able to do it in 5. Should be able to do it in 5. I will show you that in just a moment. But remember, this exercise also is to help you expand your vocabulary. So I'll just check that you know all these words. Michael,
Yep.
what does lane mean? What is a lane?
The lane mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Lane is like a place where you're separated with another.
Okay, so you mean when you're driving on the road, do you mean?
Yeah, when you're driving on the road.
Okay, good. Okay, so for everyone who didn't hear Michael, he's talking about lane is when the road, if you are driving, is divided into different parts. Each part of the road is called a lane. Lane. Lane also means a very small street in English. So a lane can also be a very small street, a lane. A very small street, or the road being divided into parts. Okay, land, lend, lead. This word here, I said, is pronounced 2 words. It can be pronounced lead, like leader. Please lead the way. Okay, it can also be pronounced lead, which is a metal, lead, L-E-A-D, the metal, lead. Or sometimes also you might remember you can have lead in your pencil, lead. So this one can be pronounced 2 different ways. Load, okay, load, Zung Ha.
Yes,
What does load mean?
like when it's like when you download a file
Right.
or
Or
when
upload a
you
file.
upload,
You can
yeah,
upload a file.
or in farmer, or in the farmer wrote the, like, I don't
Yep.
remember exactly the word.
Okay, that's good, Zung Ha. I know what you mean. So also you can load the washing machine. Okay, means you put the clothes into the washing machine. You load the washing machine. So it can mean to also to put something into something. Load. Put something into something. Or you can carry a load. Load being a general noun for a whole lot of things. Sometimes farmers have to carry heavy load on their back. All right, load is a general word meaning a lot of things. A load, but usually means heavy. And the last one, Cho Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
What is a loan, Cho Zhang?
Um,
Spelled this way, L-O-A-N. What is it?
like the money we give to um
Yeah, you give to someone.
Someone who asks us for.
Yeah, and what is the important part about a loan, Choja? What is important about a loan? What is the difference between a loan and a gift? What is the difference?
I think that alone we have to um, we have to make the conditions with them.
You do. Okay, so the difference between a loan and a gift you give someone like a present and you don't expect anything back. A loan is when you expect something back. Okay, so for example, if you loan someone money, then you expect them to pay you the money back. It's not just money either. You can loan somebody anything. Loan them your motorcycle, loan them your house, maybe loan them your t-shirt, anything. Okay, but a loan is when you give something to somebody, but you expect to get it back. Does that make sense, Cho Zhang?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. Okay, so that is a loan. Good. Okay, just checking you all can add these words to your vocabulary. That is one reason why we do this exercise. Okay, let's get back to our lesson. So, Kim Nan, this is for you and also to help everyone else review what we did last week when we looked at idea generation. Idea generation. I'm just checking to make sure no one else has joined the class. No. Okay, everyone. So going right back to the very start of this, all right, in lesson 1, okay, we looked at how the structure is for an opinion essay. Okay. All right, where you have to have, excuse me, you have to have a strategy. Okay, you have to decide whether you agree or disagree. Okay, you only pick one side. In these essays, you don't write both sides. You only ever write one side. You choose whether you agree or disagree. Remember the structure of these essays, only 4 paragraphs. Okay, you don't get extra marks for more paragraphs. And again, the structure is introduction, main body paragraph 1, main body paragraph 2, and a conclusion. All right, remember to leave a line between every paragraph. Our introduction, we paraphrase the question in our first sentence. In sentence 2, you state your opinion and you give 2 reasons. Give 2 reasons. And you give 2 reasons because reason number 1 then becomes the subject of main body paragraph 1, and reason number 2 becomes the subject of body paragraph 2, and then you do your conclusion. I hope you remember all of this so far, okay? Very simple, very logical, okay? Very easy to remember these steps. All right, then we looked at examples of paraphrasing, then how we write main body paragraph 1, main body paragraph 2, and the conclusion. Last week, we looked at how to think of ideas. And now a lot of students, they worry that they will not be able to think of ideas. And you might remember that I told you the Ielts test is designed so anyone can answer it. You don't need to be an expert in any subject. All the questions do is ask you about something you should already know, okay, from your general knowledge. Now, you've all been going to school for a while, all of you, so you know a lot of things about a lot of things. So the IELTS question isn't designed to trick you. It's just designed to ask you something about which you already know. All the IELTS test really wants to do, of course, is make sure you can express your ideas in English. So last week, Kim Nan, okay, we looked at the 3 stages of analysis. So when you get a topic, Can you hear me, Kim Nan?
Yes.
Okay, so for example, when you get a topic like this one, can you read the topic for me, please, Kim Nan? This one here.
Um, um,
This one here, Kim Nan.
I can see.
Can you see it?
Excuse me, where?
So here is the topic, Kim Nan. This.
I think you hasn't changed the file yet. So we still on
Really?
lesson 2. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, okay. Sorry, everyone. I'll share again. I thought I had. Sorry. Okay. How about now, Tuk Ling? Can you see?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, good. All right, everyone. So sorry about that. So we will start again with lesson 2. So Kim Nan,
Yes.
can you see the topic now?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please read it for me?
Yeah. Teenagers should not be allowed to use mobile phones at school. To what extent do you agree or disagree?
Okay. So the 3 stages of analysis, Kim Nan, and this is what we did last week. First of all, you look at what is the general topic of this question. Okay, and you can see here, the topic is education. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because we're talking about teenagers using mobile phones at school. So the general topic is education. So the key words, the next thing you look at is what are the key words, Kim Nan? So you can see the key words in this question are teenagers, okay? Teenagers, mobile phones, all right? Shouldn't be allowed, all right? And school. By the way, Kim Nan, do you agree or disagree with having mobile phones at school? What do you think?
For me, I think is disagree.
You disagree. Okay, good. Okay, so you will disagree. That's fine. So you must remember to show in your answer whether you agree or disagree. Okay, and as I've written here, you must state very clearly which one you choose. Otherwise, you haven't answered the question and you won't get a good mark. All right, so the next thing is, once you've decided which side you are on and you have chosen the key words and you know what the general topic is, all right, you need to think about ideas for your essay. Now, I told everyone last week that I don't recommend brainstorming. All right, it takes too long and you come up with too many ideas that you can't use. So instead, we talk about this, the direct method. The direct method. So ask yourself direct questions about the question. And remember, the first ideas you think of are usually the best. And what is a good idea? One that is easy to understand, relevant to the question, and easy to explain. Kim Nan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Kim Nan, why don't you think having mobile phones is a good idea at school?
I think in class, a student will be distracted.
Distracted, good. Okay, and you can see that I have got this here as a reason as well, Kim Nan. So that's good. That's one good reason. So you can see that this meets the criteria for a good idea, Kim Nan. Okay, being distracted is easy to understand. It's relevant to the question and easy to explain. So that's good, Kim Nan. So does all this make sense so far, Kim Nan? Hello, Kim Nan. Can you hear me, Kim Nan? I can't hear you. Can you hear me now, Kim Nan?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So does all this make sense so far, Kim Nan? Is what I'm saying making sense to you? Is there yes, yes or no, Kim Nan? So is what I'm explaining making sense?
2 minutes.
Hmm?
It's
Yeah. So your idea, sorry, you have about 2 minutes to think of ideas. Okay? 2 minutes to think of ideas when you are preparing for this essay. But you need to think of 2 reasons, okay, why you agree or disagree. So you will see here about that question, Kim Nan, I have written phones are a distraction. Okay, they stop students focusing on the lesson. And the other reason I thought of, teenagers might get anxious if they don't have the latest phone or the same phone everyone else has. Okay, those are my 2 ideas. So you've got 2 minutes to think about these. So you ask yourself questions. Ask yourself questions. Don't brainstorm. Just ask yourself questions. Why do I disagree with this? All right. What would my mother or father say about this? Would they disagree or would they agree? Okay, so ask yourself questions like that. And then what we did last week at the end, okay, everyone had to think of 2 ideas for this. So that is our review. Are there any questions about that? About how we think of ideas? Any questions? Okay, so this week, this lesson is about writing introductions. Remember, the introduction is your first paragraph. Cho Zhang, how many paragraphs in your answer in total? How many?
At least 2.
Sorry, Cho Zhang, I didn't hear that. How many paragraphs in your answer in total?
I think we should have at least 4
Correct.
paragraphs.
4 paragraphs. Very good, Cho Zhang. Okay. Yes, you need 4 paragraphs. Remember, an introduction, number 1, 2 detail paragraphs, and what is the last paragraph? Zungha, what is the last paragraph of your essay?
Is conclusion.
Correct. Thank you. Good to know you are all paying attention. Thank you. So the first paragraph and what we're going to study today is the introduction. All right. So there are 3 parts of writing an introduction. 3 parts to it. Tuk Ling, can you tell me what the 3 steps are, please?
First step is paraphrase the question statement. Second is clearly state your opinion. Third, outline your main ideas, not cruel, but useful.
Okay, so the word here is not cruel. Tuk Ling, can you see what I've written? You said cruel. What is the word? This word here.
No, cruel. Yes.
How do you
Sorry.
pronounce, how do you say this word, Tuk Ling?
Cruel.
Crucial. Good. Is that what you said? It sounded to me like you said cruel. Did you say crucial?
I don't know.
It sounded
I
like
don't
you
know.
just said cruel, okay, which is a completely different word. Okay, so everyone, this word here, another good word to add to your vocabulary, crucial is a synonym. It means essential. Something that is crucial means something you must have. Okay, for example, it is crucial that we eat food, otherwise we will die. Okay, so food is crucial to human beings. We must have it. Just like your motorcycle, crucial to have fuel or petrol. Okay, so crucial means something you must have. So outlining your main idea is not crucial for the essay, but it is useful. It is useful if you can outline your main ideas in the introduction. Because as I said before, if you can outline your main ideas, maybe 2 of them, then your body paragraphs, you are just expanding on the main ideas. But the first thing you do is paraphrase the question statement. And as you all know, but I'm just going over this again to reinforce the idea, paraphrasing means stating the same idea, but using different words. That is synonyms. You can also change the structure of the sentence or do both. However, synonyms must match the words you are replacing and make sense. You can't automatically use just any synonym. For example, if you look up on Google, if you look up the words rich and country, okay, you will get these words as synonyms on Google. Okay? Rich is a synonym for decadent, and country is a synonym for kingdom, but they don't work. Decadent kingdom is not the same as rich country. So you have to be careful what synonyms you choose. Not all synonyms mean exactly the same thing. Again, I'll say it, not all synonyms mean exactly the same thing. So you have to be careful that you know what each synonym means. So rich country is not the same as decadent kingdom, even though Google might tell you that. A country is not necessarily a kingdom, and decadent doesn't really mean rich in terms of having lots of money. It means something slightly different. So wealthy nation is a much better paraphrase of rich country. Does that make sense, Michael?
Yes, it does make
Okay.
sense.
All right. So wealthy nation is a much better paraphrase of rich country than decadent kingdom. Doesn't make sense. Not really. So remember, it's always better to be correct than to try and be too clever. And again, like I say every week, KIS, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just use words you understand. Don't try to be too clever. All right. So I've given a couple of example paraphrases here for this sentence. Okay, tongue.
Yeah.
Okay, can you read me the sentence, please? This one.
Many developed nations have recently opened the doors to refugees.
Good. Many developed nations have recently opened their doors to refugees. Tongue, do you know what a refugee is? Do you know what a refugee is?
I've heard this before, but I don't remember it.
Okay, that's fine. Kim Nan.
Yes.
Okay, Kim Nan, do you know what a refugee is? Not sure? Okay, Zong Ha.
No, I don't know.
Okay, Cho Zhang, refugee.
So, refugees is refers like a group of people who move from like another countries to like a
Yes.
new one.
Yes.
Yes, with
Yeah.
the purpose of finding jobs or living in them.
Okay, that's very good, Cho Zhang. Very good. All right. So a refugee, everyone, a refugee is someone who is usually trying to escape from their own country to go to another country to live because they think they will find a better job. So a refugee, usually someone who is very poor, but not always, but who has to leave their own country because either they are in danger or they can't make enough money to eat. They are very poor. So they're either very poor or they are in danger. Some refugees are rich, not all refugees are poor. But anyway, they have to leave their own country because it is too either dangerous or too difficult to stay there. So they move to another country. I'm sure you've all heard about refugees who move from one country to another, trying to look for jobs, all right, or trying to make a better living for themselves. So this is the word in English, refugees. In fact, I think it's a French word, which English have borrowed. So a refugee is someone trying to move from one country, usually a poor country or a country where there is war. War creates a lot of refugees. For example, in Ukraine at the moment, some refugees are trying to leave Ukraine and go to places like Poland, where it is no war, where it is peaceful. Does that make sense now, Tung?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's what a refugee is. Someone who's trying to leave a country where they can't live anymore. Okay, so many developed nations have recently opened their doors to refugees. This is the first paraphrase I have written. Zhao Wei, can you please read paraphrase 1?
Yes. Recently, refugees have been taken in by many developer nations.
Okay, so this is the first paraphrase I have done. And all I have done, as you can see, is I've mostly just shifted the words in the sentence around. I've moved the words to a different place, but the sentence still makes sense. And instead of saying open their doors, I have said been taken in. Okay, that is my paraphrase. All right, so instead of saying open their doors, I've said been taken in. But I've still used the word recently, I've still used the word refugees, and I've still used the words developed nations. All right, paraphrase number 2, I've changed a little bit more. Michael, can you please read paraphrase 2 for me?
In recent years, refugees have been taken in by many countries in the developed world.
Developed world. Thank you, Michael. Okay, so again, you can see that I have changed recently into in recent years. Means exactly the same thing, but I have just changed it, paraphrased it a bit. Still use the word refugees. Okay, I've used again taken in instead of open their doors. And instead of many developed nations, I've said many countries in the developed world. Okay, so that's what I've turned this I've turned into this. Paraphrase number 3 is incorrect. And it's incorrect because the tenses are incorrect. Recently, refugees go to developed nations who open their doors. All right. This is past tense. Okay. This is incorrect because, of course, it's present tense. Okay. So I need to keep it in past tense. You need to keep your paraphrase in the same tense. So that's why this one is wrong. Even though the words make sense, it's wrong because it's in the present tense, not the past tense. And as I have said here, Zungha,
Yes.
can you please read this sentence here that I have highlighted?
Refugees doesn't have a suitable synonym, so don't waste time trying to think of something.
Good. Okay, so you don't have to change every word in a sentence. And as I say here, refugees, there's no easy synonym for refugees, people trying to escape from one country to another. Okay, so don't waste your time trying to think of one. Just use the same word. If you can't think of a suitable synonym quickly, just use the same word. Remember, you haven't got much time to be thinking of too many synonyms. So if you can't think of one, don't worry, just use the same word. All right, number 2, state your opinion. So remember, introduction, the first thing you do is paraphrase. The second thing is state your opinion. Now, there are many different ways to write this. You only need to learn one. I suggest this essay disagrees or agrees with this statement. Remember, by the way, this is for an opinion essay where you are giving an opinion. So you can either say, I agree with this statement, or you can say, this essay agrees with this statement, or disagrees. You choose, but you only need to remember one way of writing this. Okay, Cho Zhang, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. And the last part of the introduction is outline your main ideas. All right. This essay agrees or disagrees with this statement because X and Y. Okay, this is where you write down why you agree or disagree with something. And remember, you then use X and Y as the basis for your detailed paragraphs. So an outline isn't compulsory, it isn't crucial. Crucial and compulsory mean the same thing in this sentence, but it can help you get a better score. Okay, and here is the example I have for you. Here is the example. Okay. Who shall I get to read this? Kim Nan, can you read the question, please?
Developed nations should take more refugees from poorer countries. Do you agree or disagree?
Okay, good reading. Thank you, Kim Nan. Tuk Ling, can you read my answer, please? Yeah.
Okay. It is suggested, argued that wealthy countries should accept more refugees from the developing stage.
Okay, good. That's right. Just pause there, Tuk Ling. That's fine. So you can see, sorry, Tuk Ling. Sorry, just pause for a moment. So everyone, hopefully you can see this is my paraphrase. Okay. Okay, I've used this, it is suggested or it is argued. Okay, so instead of writing developed nations, Tuk Ling, since I got you to read this, what is my paraphrase of developed nations, Tuk Ling?
Wealthy countries.
Correct, thank you. Okay, so I've used wealthy countries. Okay, instead of saying should take more, what have I said, Tuk Ling? Instead of saying should take more.
Accept more.
Correct, okay, so instead of take, I've said accept, okay? That's my paraphrase. Like I said before, refugees, okay, too hard to think of a synonym, so I just keep using the same one. Refugees, all right? And instead of poorer countries, Tuk Ling, what have I said?
From developing stage.
Developing states, okay? So that is my paraphrase of poorer countries. All right, does this make sense, Tuk Ling? Does this make sense to you, what I have done?
Yes.
Good.
I understand.
Good. Okay, good. All right. And the next one, Tang.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see, all right, my next step 2, okay, I have said whether I agree or disagree with this statement. Okay, so can you read this, please?
This essay agrees with this statement.
Good.
Because...
Thank you, Tang. That's all. So you can all see this is step 2. So step 1 here was the paraphrase. Step 2, I give my opinion. And the way to give your opinion, all I have to do is say this, like I said up here. Okay, this essay agrees with this statement. Or I could have said disagrees. Okay, that part is up to you. But this is how you give your opinion. This essay agrees with this statement. And I have given an outline. All right, I've given an outline of my reasons why. So what are my reasons why? Michael.
Because richer countries have a moral obligation to do so, and they can afford to help those who are in need.
Good. Okay, so I have given two reasons why I agree with this statement. All right. Reason number one, okay, they have a moral obligation to do so, okay, is going to be what, Michael? My reason number one here is going to be, what am I going to use it for?
It's going to be
It's going, yeah, but
obligation.
I'm going to use it for detail what? Detail
Detail part one.
number one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be detail paragraph number one. I'm going to talk about why rich countries have a moral obligation. For those of you who aren't sure what this means, moral obligation means if you are a rich country, then it means you have a duty to help other countries if you are a rich country. All right, just like if your parents are sick, okay, you have a moral obligation, a duty to help them. Does that make sense, Michael?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, moral obligation is a more formal way of just saying it is your duty to help your parents if they are sick, just as your parents help you if you are sick. It is their duty or moral obligation. It's a very formal way of saying that, but a good phrase to know. Okay, and Michael, what is my second reason?
The second reason is to be they can afford to help those in need.
Good, okay, because rich countries have more money, so they can afford to help those in need. And what am I going to use this for, Michael?
For explanation number two.
Correct. This is going to be my detailed paragraph number two. So hopefully you can all understand the structure now. It's very simple, okay? And again, very logical. So again, your introduction, and you're going to be doing this, as you can see in just a moment, okay? Your introduction, your first sentence is a paraphrase. Your second sentence is whether you agree or disagree. All right, and you use this. Then in your third sentence, all right, you give an outline. An outline may be giving two reasons why you disagree or agree with something, and those two reasons are going to be the basis of detailed paragraphs 1 and 2. So I hope everyone understands that, because this is what you're going to do now. All right, so this is the exercise that you're going to write about for me now. I will share the Google document with you in just a moment. Zungha.
Yes.
Okay, can you read the topic, please, Zungha?
Parents of obese children should be punished for making them fat. Do you agree or disagree?
Okay, what does obese mean, Zungha?
Like person
Obese.
that too fat,
Yes, okay.
overweight.
Obese is a formal word, an academic word, which just means very fat. Okay, obese means very fat, but it's a more academic word, the sort of word that you use in essays like this. Okay, Chou Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Chou Zhang, off the top of your head, do you agree or disagree with this?
Mm,
Off the top of your head, what is your feeling, Chou Zhang?
I think it's disagree.
Okay, and one reason? One reason?
So I think that like gaining weight is based on like our awareness. So that's why we cannot blame anyone who make us become become fatter.
Okay, so Cho Zhang, this is very good. Okay, you have done exactly the right thing. Now remember, everyone, what I said about reasons. Okay, it doesn't matter what reason you have as long as you have one or two. Remember that you don't get any marks for having a really great reason. All right. All reasons are worth the same number of marks. So please don't think you have to think of a really good or excellent or original reason. Okay, you don't. You don't. All you need to do is think of a reason, like Cho Zhang did just then. So remember, there are no extra marks for thinking of special reasons. Doesn't matter, as long as you have a reason, or in this case, two reasons. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you the document, and you're going to write for me. Okay, everybody, you will see the link in chat. Please click on the link, which will take you into the document, of course. Okay, and please write your name. So what I want you to write is an introduction using the structure I have just discussed with you. So, Jawi.
Yes.
Okay, what is your first sentence going to be, Jawi? It's going to be a what?
Paraphrase.
Sorry, Jawi, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Paraphrase.
Correct. Okay, so everyone, your first sentence is going to be a paraphrase of this. All right, your first sentence, a paraphrase of this. Okay. Michael, what is your second sentence going to be?
The topic sentence?
Yeah, remember, it's going to be your opinion.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
it's going to be this.
I was opening the writing, so it's to
That's okay. Don't worry, Michael. Okay, so your second sentence, everyone, is going to be your opinion. This essay disagrees with this statement, or this essay agrees with this statement. You choose. And last one, Tuk Ling. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
What's your third sentence going to be about?
Tell two reasons why you
Correct.
disagree.
Thank you. Thank you, Tuk Ling. Exactly. Okay, everyone. So 3 sentences, please. Start now. If anyone is not sure what you are supposed to be writing, please tell me. If you're not sure what you're going to be writing about, please tell me. First sentence is a paraphrase. Second sentence, this essay agrees or disagrees with this statement. Third sentence, you are going to outline your arguments. 2 reasons why you agree or 2 reasons why you disagree. Now, if you are worried about where you should start, okay, you need to start and looking at the paraphrase, you think, can I just move the words around in the sentence? And what words in the sentence can I replace with a synonym? All right, so those are the two things you are looking at when doing a paraphrase. First one is, can I just move the words around in the sentence? So the words are in a different order, but the sentence still means the same. And the second thing, of course, you look at are synonyms. So when you are doing a paraphrase, you look at the words you can choose for synonyms. And as I was saying before, not every word has an easy synonym. If you can't think of one, don't worry, just keep going. What would my parents think of this? What would my mum or dad think if someone suggested to them, you should be punished for making your children fat? What would they think? And also, whether you agree or disagree doesn't matter. It is usually decided by which reasons are easiest for you to think of. For example, maybe you can think of 2 good reasons why parents should be punished, and you can't think of any reasons why they shouldn't be punished. Okay, so you, of course, go with the reasons why they should be punished. Shall we? I'll just move you a little bit here. Okay, Zung Ha, have you finished?
Yes, I finished.
Okay, Zung Ha, let's look at this. Can you please read your paraphrase for me, please?
Parents of obese kids ought to take punishment for making them overweight. This
Okay, that's
essay
fine.
agrees.
That's fine, Zung Ha. You can stop there. Okay, just looking at the paraphrase. All right. So the first thing I would change, Zung Ha, is this one here, kids. Okay, kids is a slang word, really. It's too informal for an essay like this. So best to use children. Okay, Zungha?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, kids is too informal for this sort of essay. Remember, this essay is formal. So kids is too informal. So use children. What else can you say besides children, by the way, Zungha? What could you say?
I think
I think
there
what
are
who are children? Children are what?
teenagers.
Yeah, or not just teenagers, but how about young people? Young people.
I think young people doesn't really like synonym enough for children. Like I
Okay.
think it's also include the people that growing up.
Okay. All right. What about this one? What about boys and girls?
I think that's okay.
Yeah. So you could have boys and girls. Boys and girls. So children or boys and girls. All right. All right. So, like I said before, you need to get rid of kids, parents of obese children. Yeah. And as we've just discussed, or you could say boys and girls. Okay. I think you could use young people, Zungha, by the way. For this essay, you could use young people. Or to take punishment for making them overweight. Okay, that's good. That's a good synonym, Zungha. That's good. Overweight for making them fat. That's good. Okay, please continue, Zungha. Please read to me.
This essay agrees with the statement because parents take the responsibility for raising their children and they don't control the children's eating habits, which lead to obesity.
Okay, that's all right. So, firstly, Zungha, they are two good reasons. All right, good enough. So your reasons are good. I will just change your English a little bit. Okay. This essay agrees with the statement because parents, all right, to make this 100% correct, Zungha, you need to put this word in here. All right. Parents should take the responsibility for raising their children. Okay, just makes it a little bit more correct. All right, and you need another word in here because children's eating habits don't automatically lead to obesity, do they? All right, what children eat doesn't always make them fat. Okay, so which word, can you think of a word that should go in here? Zungha. Short
Can.
word. Yes, exactly. Very good. Which can lead to obesity. All right, so it means not 100% lead to obesity, but can lead to obesity. Okay, Zungha, that's very good. So, any questions, Zungha?
No, thank you.
Okay, that's good. So, of course, then your detail paragraph number 1 is going to be this, isn't it?
Yes.
This is detail paragraph number 1. Okay, parents should be responsible for raising their children. So you'd need to talk about how parents, you would need to talk about that parents control what children do, or they should control what children do. Okay, so it means parents need to keep an eye on what their children are eating, that sort of thing. And this is going to be, well, actually, this is interesting, Zungha, because you should say you have got reason, which means the opposite, okay, from what you've said in here about why they're being punished. So you really need to say, because parents can control their eating habits, which lead to obesity. You see what I mean, Zungha? So you said you agree that parents ought to be punished, okay, because parents should take responsibility for raising children, and parents should control their children eating habits. All right, so I've changed my mind about your reason number 2, Zungha, okay?
Okay.
See, can you see what you've done? You've got one reason saying why they should be punished, and then you've got one reason saying why they shouldn't be punished. Can you see that?
Yeah, but when I write when I written this sentence, like I think that I thought that because the parent don't control the eating habit, so they must be punished for not being controlled.
I see what you mean. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay. So you just need to express this as a slightly different way. Okay. So you need the should in here, Zungha. Okay. So to keep your essay consistent, okay, you need to just have should instead of don't. And remember, you don't have to agree with this. You are just writing the things that you find easiest to write about. All right, so this really should be should as well. Because if parents don't control their eating habits, then they should be punished. Okay? Does that make sense, Zungha?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't sound too sure. All right, so you need to make it clear in your essay, all right, that, yeah, you agree with this because you think parents should be responsible for raising children, okay, and that parents should control their eating habits. All right. Otherwise, if they don't control the eating habits, then they should be punished. So you just need to make that clear that that's what you are thinking. So when I read through that the second time, I wasn't exactly clear what you are thinking. Even though now you have explained it to me, I know what you mean, but this is the way to write it so it's more clear. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Zungha. All right. Tukling.
Yes.
Okay. Away you go, please. Please read to me.
Parents of children being overweight should receive the punishment because of making them obese.
Okay, so I
just
just quickly correct, sorry, Tukling, I just quickly correct your paraphrase, okay? All right, parents of children, you can't say being overweight doesn't make sense, all right? Of children being overweight, you need to say this. Okay? Parents of children who are overweight. Parents of children being overweight doesn't make sense. You need to say it this way. Parents of children who are overweight should receive, don't need a the here. Okay, don't need to say the punishment, just punishment. All right, just as the same here. It doesn't have a the or a up here. All right, so you don't need to put one here. All right, and a better way to put this, instead of because, a better way would be to use this. All right, same as it is here. Okay, because of making them obese, doesn't sound quite right. Okay, better to stay with for. All right. Okay, Please continue, Tuk Ling.
I disagree with this statement. If being punished, a parent will find many negative ways to force their children not to be fatter, and children are overweight, not or not, which depend on their body and habits, not because of their dad or their mom.
Okay, so I understand your reasons, but the English isn't quite correct. Okay, so I will change it for you now. Okay, please see what I do, Tuk Ling. Okay. Do you see what I have
Yes,
done?
and
Just the ones I've changed?
yes,
All right. So
yes,
the
I see
reasons are
that.
fine, Tuk Ling, okay? Reasons are fine. All right, just needed to change some of the way you were expressing it. Wasn't grammatically correct, but now it is. Any questions, Tuk Ling?
Yes. No. No, I
No
don't have any
questions.
question.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Michael.
Yup, I'm here.
Okay, please read me your paraphrase.
Parents of overweight youngsters should be disciplined for making them stout.
Okay, all right, that's very good, Michael. Very good. All right,
Thank
parents
you.
of overweight youngsters, that's good, should be disciplined. All right, so everyone, Michael, okay, has used the word disciplined here instead of punished. Okay, and that is a very good synonym. Disciplined and punished mean the same thing. Disciplined and punished mean the same thing. If you are not sure what disciplined means, please look it up. But they do mean the same thing. Someone who is disciplined is the same as being punished. So that's a very good synonym, Michael. All right. Stout. All right. Stout. Old-fashioned word, Michael, but it's still correct.
Thank you.
All right. To be stout can be overweight. All right. So that's good. Please continue, Michael.
As of the present, agreeing with this opinion is valid due to parents' responsibility in taking care of their children, whether they have time or not.
Okay, so this part doesn't make sense, Michael. Your
Yeah, I
paraphrase,
was
your
also
paraphrase
confused.
made sense. Okay, remember how I said to write this? Okay, like
Yeah,
this. I
yeah,
go
as
up here to
they,
Tuk Ling's. Go up here to Tuk Ling's introduction. See what she has written.
yeah,
You need to write that. You need to write that. Okay, either I disagree with the statement, or I agree with the statement, or this essay disagrees with this statement, or this essay agrees with this statement. Okay, you
yeah.
need to write that. So nothing to do with the present or anything like that. Just please use that form of words. Okay, good. That's better. I agree with this statement. Because, good.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that's better. I agree with the statement because, now I need to change your English a little bit. Okay, I agree with the statement because it's I know what you're saying, but there is a more simple way of saying this, Michael. And remember, I like to go KIS. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we can replace all this with just one word. Okay. And it is this word. Get rid of this. Like here. Because it's the
It's the
parent's responsibility. Okay. Can take out all that about valid. Don't need it. Because
Okay.
it's the parent's responsibility. To take care. Whether they have time or not. Okay. And you need another reason, Michael. All right. One more.
Okay.
You still need another reason. But now this is fine. Okay. But yeah, you must have this part in.
Okay.
Just like that. Okay. And your paraphrase was good. So you just need one more reason. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Cho Zhang. Cho Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Cho Zhang, please read for me just your paraphrase, please.
It has been a heated debate as to whether parents must take castigations due to the lack of controlling their children's weight.
Okay, Cho Zhang, so you have used some very interesting paraphrase words there. All right. Not almost 100% correct, but not quite. Okay, I will show you. All right. So first of all right, we're talking here about, this is a present tense, all right? Present or future tense. Okay, you have put this in past tense. All right, so this needs to be in present or future tense. Okay, Cho Zhang?
Yes.
Okay. Oops, can't spell. Okay, now I've made it into present tense, all right?
Yes.
There is a heated debate as to whether parents, okay, and again, castigation, very good word, Cho Zhang, for punishment, okay? Very good word, but just the wrong form. Okay, should be like this, Cho Zhang. There is heated debate as to whether parents should be castigated. Okay, Cho Zhang?
Yes.
All right, just as the same up here, okay, we used punished with ed on the end, so the word you need to use here should also have ed on the end. Okay, punished, castigated. Michael, for example, used disciplined, has ed on the end, so it should be the same form of word. Okay, but the word itself is a good choice, Cho Zhang. Good word. And again, just need to make this a little bit simpler, Cho Zhang. Remember KIS?
Yes.
Can take all this out. Okay, please read for me the sentence now, Cho Zhang.
It is a heated debate as to whether parents should be castigated for not controlling their children's weight.
Okay, good. So that sentence is now 100% grammatically correct. Okay, Cho Zhang, but you chose some good words for synonyms. All right, heated debate, very good. That is a good collocation, Cho Zhang, so that is good, and castigated is good. Okay, please continue reading.
This essay disagrees with this statement because it can be caused by genetic factors, and the shortage of awareness in staying in a solid self is to blame.
Okay, so you
It's
have
also to blame.
Okay, good. So this is good, Cho Zhang. That's great. Okay, because you need to say instead of it, okay, you should say, all right, wait is better instead of just saying it. Still need to mention weight, okay? This essay disagrees with this statement because weight can be caused by genetic factors, good reason, and a shortage of awareness in staying in a solid shape. Solid shape. Solid shape is not quite the correct collocation, Joshai, when you're talking about someone's weight. Solid shape is not quite correct. This would be a better synonym. And this needs to change. Okay, Shojang, can you see what I've changed?
Yes, I can see.
And the shortage of awareness in staying in a reasonable shape is to blame. Okay, any questions, Shojang?
No, I don't have.
Okay, good. So a good paraphrase, just some slightly wrong word forms, Shojang. And the same with this. You have two good reasons. That's good. Again, just slightly changing the grammar. Okay, Tang.
Yes.
Okay, please read me your paraphrase, Tang.
It is agreed that parents of overweight child should be penalized for making them fat. This essay disagrees.
That's okay. Sorry, Tang, stop there. Okay, so you can't, childs is not a word. Okay, so you either must use children. Okay, childs is not a correct word. So you either must use children or a synonym such as young people or boys and girls or something like that. Okay, but childs is not correct. So it has to be children. This is good. It is argued that parents of overweight children should be penalized for making them fat. Okay, this is good, Tang. Okay, good synonym. Good choice of synonym. Okay, please keep reading. Next sentence.
This essay disagrees with the given statement because it's not the parent's fault, but the child can grow faster than the other child in the same age due to many nutrients has been absorbed from the food they eat.
Okay, so need to have a full stop here, I think. Okay, and then you start your first reason. So take out but, sorry. Okay, the child can grow up faster than other children at the same age due to, sorry, I just need to move this. Okay, so that makes sense now, Tang. Okay, so I just had to change the sentence, make it a little bit simpler, all right? And just change some of the grammar. The child can grow up faster than other children at the same age due to the many nutrients absorbed from the food they eat. Okay, so that's one good reason, Tang. So, and you've done this part correctly. That's good. So, but you need one more reason. All right?
Okay.
One more reason. But the rest of this is fine now, Tang. Any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim Nan, please read me your paraphrase.
It is suggested that parents of overweight children should be punished for making them become fat.
Okay, stop there. So for a start, you just need to, this should be for with lowercase f, okay? And you don't need become. It is suggested that parents of overweight children should be punished for making them fat, okay? And probably if you can, Kim Nan, think of a synonym for punished, all right? And so we have several that the other students have used here. So can you see here, Kim Nan? Penalized. Penalized is a synonym for punished. All right. Castigated, Cho Zhang used, also a good synonym for punished. All right. And this one here. Can you see this one?
Yeah.
Disciplined. They are all synonyms for punished. So you should try to remember these words to expand your vocabulary and use them instead of punished. Will get you extra marks. Okay, this essay disagrees with this statement. This bit is fine because children, okay, children doesn't need an S on the end. Children is plural already. Children need to control their own weight. Okay, that's fine. But you need one more reason, Kim Nan, okay? You need two reasons for this.
Yeah.
Because remember, reason one is going to be, this is going to be detail paragraph number 1. All right, so you need another reason for detail paragraph number 2, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, any question, Kim Nan?
No, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, Zhao Wei.
Yes.
Okay, Zhao Wei, thank you for waiting patiently.
Mm.
All right, can you please read your paraphrase?
Yes. It is argued that parents who make their children overweight should be penalized. This
Okay,
is a,
good. That's all right. Zhao Wei, you're just checking that as argued parents who made their children overweight. Okay. Again, the only thing I would say, using this here, Zhao Wei, has made it into past tense.
yes.
All right. And remember, the question is actually in present tense. So you should keep the tense the same. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So instead of made, what should this be? Present tense.
To make.
Yes. This. Make. Okay, now that's made it present tense or future tense, which is also okay. All right, next part. Shall we?
Yes. This is I disagree with the statement because children don't have much time for exercise due to the spend time at school, and also obesity could come from body type and genetic.
Okay, good, Zhao Wei. So you've come up with 2 good reasons. Okay, those reasons are fine. All right. So again, remember, this is going to be, okay, this is going to be detail paragraph number 1. All right.
Okay.
Okay, and this is going to be also, this is going to be detail paragraph number 2. All right, any questions, Zhao Wei?
No.
Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, so everyone, if you've turned your camera off, can you please turn it back on? All right, everyone, that's the end of the lesson for today. Thank you for paying attention as usual, and thank you for the work you've done. So I hope that makes sense to you now, what an introduction consists of. All right, so the first thing it consists of, Michael, what is the first sentence? Sentence number 1 is?
Introduction.
Yeah. Sentence number 1 in your introduction is what? Begins with P.
Paraphrase.
Correct. Sentence number 1, always a paraphrase of the question. Okay. In this case, Tuk Ling, sentence number 2 is what? In the introduction, what is? Yes, your opinion. Exactly. Very easy. Your opinion, whether you agree or disagree. And Kim Nan, sentence number 3 is what?
Is outline your main ideas.
Correct. Okay. Outline your main ideas. And in this case, I wanted 2 main ideas. All right. Some of you only gave me 1. So remember, for these, you need to give 2. And those 2 main ideas, of course, mean that you can then write about detail paragraph number 1, detail paragraph number 2, and finally a conclusion. Very simple. KIS. Keep it simple. All right. And you will have no problem finishing this essay. Are there any questions before we go? Anyone? All right, so thank you again. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Those of you who are starting school again, I hope it goes well. Hope you have a good week at school, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week at the same time. Everyone, bye-bye.
Ok, bye bye
Bye,
everyone.
Mr. Lee.
Bye, everyone.
Nhớ làm
Chào
bài
các
tập
bạn.
nghe và bài tập đọc đi nhé, nhớ chưa? Mấy đứa lười biếng kia.